Hello everyone, my name is FlareBlitzed and welcome back to I'm Oh So Busy, a week with Yoshimi. Saturday, June 20th, 2000 something. Chapter 7, Wandering Around. Setting outside of Coral Condo's 2:43 PM. When the Dow falls from the sky, I travel into the world. The birds in the heights when they get up from sleep. They sing to you my joy. Farewell, you wanderers. And I always love Uffe, If Wunderstellt. A nice little German folk song that Daddy would sing to me every night before bed when I was a baby. Ah, you got cinnamon roll back. Cinnamon bun, sorry. But he is a cinnamon roll. I think it was a song about hiking. And while I've never hiked before, it's good for falling asleep. And it's good for putting you to sleep. Thank goodness that you came out of that hospital in one piece. I couldn't imagine the bill though. Looks like the doctor did a good job with the stitches. I just knew that you'd be able to pull through. And it only took a few $1,000s in medical charges. But I'm sure that it's something that can be negotiated when the time comes. Robin blanks. Ooh, I miss you so much. Last night still felt horrible, but at least I woke up enough sobriety to take a walk. I woke up at around 10 today and managed to wake up without a headache though. It was only until I stepped outside that the notice from the hospital came on my phone. Let this just be a one-time thing in your life, Bun Bun. I understand that you are getting up there in age, but things are going to change from now on. Only the best quality cooked meat for you from now on. How does that sound? A ferret of little words. Heh, come on, let's get you some rest so that you can heal up. We could both use some rest right about now. Ah, a little precious little CG right there. Lovely. A little tummy rub as well. Gorgeous. Setting Coral Condos, floor 33, 3:33 PM. How many more threes are we going to fit into one sentence? I was able to get the supplements I needed through the mall, so I'll be going back to work this Monday. But up until then, I still have plenty of free time. A lot of free time to ponder and think about my current situation. Where I'm going, where I am, and where I want to be. Taking the time to assess my own needs and what I want out of my life, now that I'm here. After getting the call that Cinnamon was all better, I ran as fast as I could to get to the hospital. I had made it all the way over to the front door, only to nearly trip and fall on the umbrella hanger that they had installed right next to the entrance. Why they decided to put it a few inches from the door, I never know, because then, when people get to then hang up their umbrellas, it's not far to go. After nearly snapping my knees, I sat down at this waiting table, and after about 10 minutes or so, one of the nice veterinarians took me to a space where they work with pets like Cinnamon. He was resting on this pillow, and the woman who had operated on him told me that all of the worms were gone, and that he had made a very speedy recovery. However, there were some issues at first, especially with him having to move around and eat again after getting his surgery. Honestly, I was so excited to see him again that I forgot most of what she had said, but I think she had mentioned him being very timid around the other ferrets that they had. 5 in total. It took some time to get used to it because they had all eaten together and stayed in the same place. But she assured me that it was probably just a temporary issue from having such a sudden illness. And then we had to see each other eye to eye. I had got on the ground and held out my arms to him like I always do when I want him to come over. I say cover over there, I don't know why I thought that was going to be the thing. And he came over with no problems. They had never seen such a change or mood from any animal like that before, but it wasn't surprising to me. But it was interesting to hear about how timid and insecure he was around the other ferrets and how he was able to flip the switch so quickly. But I guess that's good for him. It got to a point in his recovery that they had to start giving him supplements. It's so easy for a ferret. If any of it is that easy for a person, Even when I was approaching the desk to ask about Cinnamon after my perfectly choreographed fall, I almost wanted to run out and try again at a different time. No one was really watching me for too long, but it's like, blank, man. I guess it's better than staying solitary inside of a room all day with nothing much to do and not a whole lot of people to talk to. Maybe if I can make a convincing enough case, I can get my old console shipped from home here. Forgot to pack it on the trip because I thought it would be something that I could go without for a while I got more settled. But a little something extra to pass the time with couldn't hurt too badly. There was also a board located in the lobby downstairs that had some flyers mentioning different activities going on around the city. A zoo, some art galleries, snorkeling, karate, water skiing. However, that app did show me some more social events happening around the area. Forgot about both of them. There's so much to do in this apartment alone. They've got a new aquarium downstairs that has a tank where you can feed and touch the rays. Maybe I'll spare $5 and check it out real soon. Or maybe a nice relaxing break would be better in order right about now. Perhaps sometimes just stop and think would be the best thing right now. I mean, there's no shortage of misery in the world. Yoshimi, come on. We need to expel that misery. Make it the contrary of misery. Happiness. But many people can find happiness and light at the end of a tunnel in the people they are around and by the higher sense of self that they have. And thank goodness that there's that to hold on to. But truth be told, I don't really have much else planned for today. Now this is a bit of a conundrum. One part of me wants to rest and now think about anything right now. But the other half wants to do so much more. After a week of living in Boston, there's still so much of the city that I want to see. Starting with that place that Hamid told me about a few days ago, and that cupcake place still sounds good. I'd like to send him a message to see if he can tell me more about it. What is this now? More bots trying to woo me or get me to buy something. Oh, never mind, it's a missed call. Oh, might as well. Hello, Mimi here. Mr. Hertz. Oh, hello, Daddy. I was in the vet's office today. Guess you made a speedy recovery. Oh, that's funny that you ask. He just got out of the hospital today. They said it was one of the fastest recoveries that they had seen from a ferret. Oh, it's been a bit colder than I expected for this time of year, but I could really get used to stuff like this. Ask him to send over some winter clothing. The people are friendly, the food's great. You guys will have to stop by sometime if you get the chance. Did you say it was several hours away? That's something that's not easy to do. Oh my gosh, really, I'm glad to hear it. Which airport? Terminal 2. You've got to make sure you go to the second terminal. I can hook you up with a great driver. Maybe I'll head out and stop by the aquarium. I like to see it before it's too crowded. Charge up this phone first. 9:51 PM. But things feel a little gloomy. What the hell? What is this on about? Hold up, where did she go? All of this traveling, moving around and moping without me? How could she act like this all of these months and weeks after everywhere we've been together? You should never leave your friends behind, especially the ones you conceive in your own head. Such a silly thing to forget. Why would she ever need anyone else? She envisioned me. She created me. A friend. But hey, it's no problem. Time is a valuable thing. Oh. Is that it? Oh, that is the end. I wish I stuck it out a little bit longer with this game, because honestly, oh, I wanted a bit more, but I guess I can't be greedy at all, you know. Can't be greedy at all in these scenarios. That was wonderful. Like, In one of the other videos, the developer said that there's over 300 different expressions for Yoshimi. Like, how is that even possible? I've never seen that amount of expressions from an entire game with a huge cast of characters. No ferrets were harmed in making of this visual novel. Thank you for clarifying that in memory of Dario Andre Humphrey. Sorry if I've mispronounced that. But yeah. Sorry to hear the loss of a great person in one's life. But yeah, that was a lovely little tale in I'm Oh So Busy, a week with Yoshimi. Like, kind of in a way, I love it that it's a quite a short visual novel, but in a way, I just expected a little bit more out of a week of game. Like, did we skip through a day or two there? Like, we never got to Sunday. We got to Saturday, but we never got to a Sunday in this case. And Yoshimi's perspective on life throughout the different days in the game sort of changed here and there. Like, she was very confident and fearless in the first 2 days of the game, but as time went on, there was some depression building there with the realization that you're no longer a child living under the roof of your parents, but now you're under the roof of your own. But you may think that it's all lovely and dovely because you're out of the confinements, if you would call it, from your parents' roof. You need to make the choices yourself. Things don't do things by themselves under your own roof. You have to make sure that you are looking after yourself while under your own roof, making sure that everything is done, from the small things like dusting to the large things like taking out your clothes and going to your job on time. But I don't know why I expected a little bit more. I shouldn't be greedy, but that was a lovely little game right there. But I didn't expect to only be 12 minutes in and it's all done and over with now. Like, I'd say this game would take about 3 to 4 hours to complete, but like, there's so many little things in this game which are really nice. Like the different interactions and perspectives that Yoshimi has upon the world at times. And all the different quotes that she remembers as well throughout the tale of this game. Like, I think that took over like some of the narrative at times, which I think is a little bit of I'd say it's not a bummer, but it's kind of what you would call the word. Not overshadowing, not excessive, but it's definitely an apparent feature that was foretold for at least every day in a way. But thank you all so much for watching, guys. This has been I'm Oh So Busy, a week of Yoshimi. That was the only outcome of this game. Help you? Different controls and all that sort of stuff. There wasn't any voicing in the game. Thank you so much for watching, guys. This has been, well, I've already said it, I'm Oh So Busy, a week of Yoshimi. That doesn't work, so you can't go back to the main menu. And there we go, folks. Thank you all so much for watching, and see you all in the next video. Have a lovely day and take care of yourselves.